Let's go. Drastic.
Very severe.
Severe, yes. Very big. Drastic means like not small, very big changes, drastic changes, very big, severe. Both are correct. Uh, the difference between severe and drastic is drastic can be both positive and negative, whereas severe is mainly negative. So that's the difference. We'll do the meaning. Just hold on. We'll do both the words. So first we'll do drastic. So drastic is extreme in a way that has a sudden, serious, or violent effect on something. So drastic effect. Um, okay, here they have used drastic in a negative way, mostly all the sentences. So maybe drastic is also negative. Let me see if they've used it positively. Some pretty drastic measures are required. No, but I felt like you can use it positively as well. So maybe I'm wrong. Let's see severe. Severe, very bad, extremely bad or serious. Uh, in an extreme way, punishing somebody in an extreme way. Uh, so I think the meanings are kind of similar. Drastic is also used normally in negative sense. So drastic reduction, it's not a positive word. Okay. Yes, you can use this drastic reduction in drastic increase in pollution, drastic increase in population. When there's a very large increase in population or something negative, then you can use this word drastic. There was a drastic fall in performance of students, something like that, negative. Use it. Huge, drastic is huge. Then use the negative word, drastic reduction in something negative or positive. Okay. What I meant is, if you say drastic increase, it should be followed by something negative. If you say drastic reduction, follow it with something positive. So like that. Drastic increase in something negative, drastic reduction in something positive. So use it for a negative. Your tone should be negative. All the examples were negative. So that's why I'm recommending that. Okay. Another word, sustainable. What does this word mean? It repeats a lot in IELTS. Sustainable.
Future perspectives.
Sorry, again. Rhythm.
Future perspective.
Huge. Sorry, I did not understand. Say for the future. Yes. Any other meaning? Can you define it properly? Anyone? Okay.
To be
Sustainable.
safe, continued for the long time.
Yes. So perfect. Sustainable means it doesn't harm something. So it can continue for a long time. If you do something that is harmful, it will not continue for a long time. So sustainable means like you're doing something which can be done for a long time. For example, we are creating cars. They're not sustainable because they're creating pollution. So we need to change that. Fossil fuels are not using fossil fuels. It's not sustainable, meaning it cannot continue for a long time because it's harming the environment and creating pollution. So something that can continue for a long time, that is good for everyone, that is good for environment, that is good for people, that's sustainable. You're right. Okay. Um, let's go next. Fledging is not an important word because it's not repeated, but I'll still ask the word fledging. Not that important. It's only used in a few readings. Anyone knows the meaning?
No, sir, I don't know.
No. Okay. Anyone else? Fledging? Anyone else? No. Okay. Fledging is the process when the birds hatch out of eggs. So I think that's the process, fledging. Not
Underdeveloped.
yes.
Underdeveloped.
No, not underdeveloped. When the birds like they become birds from eggs, that's fledging. The process where they develop their wings, like when the small chickens they develop wings, that's the process of fledging, I think. Not that important because it's not that repeated, but I'll still do it because you might have a doubt in this reading. Not this word, that's another word. Fledging spelling. Fledgling is a small bird. We are not doing that. We are doing fledging.
Excuse me, sir, which passage is this?
This is 33rd reading, third passage, volume 2.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know. It's not a word here. So I can't show you the fledge. Okay, so it's not a word in the dictionary because it's not that common of a word. We'll just search it like that, fledge. Fledging means develop wing feathers that are large enough for flight. So when the birds, like, from small chickens, they develop their wings, that part is called fledging. So not that important, but we did it. It's a part of this reading. Okay. The next word is important, repeated very often, and you should know it. The word is demise. What is demise?
Death.
Yes, death. Important word, demise. Okay, good. Dominated, another important word, dominated.
Control.
No, yes, can be controlled, yes.
Controller or like
Yes.
one who is showing their supremacy.
Okay, let's see what's the meaning here. You're right. One word, dominate, is to control someone. We say dominate someone, we say control someone. That word is correct. What is the meaning here? The fish prey fed to the chicks was dominated by those species penetrating into the reed edge. What is the meaning here? Dominated. Not exploited, something else. I'll give you an
Ruling over something.
no, not brooding.
It's large number. Large number.
Large number is a close meaning. Yes. Let me give a sentence. People who protein is a major part of the is a dominating part of the diet of gym goers. So protein dominates the diet of gym goers. So what does that mean? It's the main part. So dominate is used like that, the main part. Yes, major. So that's the meaning here. Dominate also means to be a major part of something. So that was the meaning here. We'll see the meaning still. We'll cover both the meanings. Okay. To control or have an influence, that's the meaning you all said. To be the most important or noticeable feature of something. So that's the second part. That's the second meaning. Here it was the second meaning. The first meaning, or this one, to be the largest, highest, or most obvious thing in a place, the same meaning. So dominate. Sorry. Let's go back. Okay, it's 6:15. We'll start with the reading. We'll cover the rest of the meanings along with the reading. Okay, so first it's headings. I want to tell you, first of all, that some paragraphs don't have a correct heading. For the I paragraph, for the H paragraph, I didn't find a good heading. So you will tell me of a suitable heading for the H paragraph later on. So there's a mistake, don't worry about it. We won't find a suitable heading, so don't worry about it. Let's start with the rest of them. First question, paragraph headings, A paragraph. So how do I do this? I read the first 3 sentences of a paragraph and I try to make sense of what's being said. But the problem here is the paragraph is too short. So normally I do the strategy when we have a long paragraph, probably like this. But when the paragraph is very short, it's a good idea to read the whole paragraph. But don't just read, understand the meaning of the paragraph. That's one thing. Okay, so I'll do one, then you can all do the next. Like you can continue. Breeding bitterns became extinct in the UK by 1886. So the first line is saying these birds, they became extinct. Bitterns, I know, is a bird or an animal. I'm not sure what, but they became extinct in the UK by this year. But following recolonization early last century, their numbers rose to a peak of 70 booming males in the 1950s. But then they're saying their numbers rose to a peak of, their numbers grew and they rose to a peak of 70 booming males. So their numbers reached 70. Then again falling to fewer than 20 by the 1990s. Then the number fell again to 1990s. And in the late 1980s, it was clear that the bittern was in trouble, but there was little information on which to base recovery actions. So what I got from this paragraph is that bittern wasn't a problem. They became extinct, their numbers then rose, but then their numbers again fell. So the government became clear, or people became clear that the bittern was in trouble. We had to save it, but there was very little information from how they could start with the recovery. So let's see the options and let's find out the suitable option. Research findings into habitats and decision mates. I don't think we have done any research yet. No. Fluctuation in the bittern number.
Yes.
Yes, it does make sense. Yes, there is a fluctuation from extinct to peak, then back again. Protect the young bittern. There is about protection, but there's little information. So I don't think that can be the heading of a paragraph. International cooperation, nothing about international cooperation. Began the calculation of the number. It doesn't say we are starting to calculate the number. Nothing like that. Importance of food, no. Research
No.
has been successful, no. Research into the reed bed, no. Reserve established, like a place established for holding bittern in winter, no. So none of the headings make sense except the second one, fluctuation in the number. So that would be my answer. Okay. So you can continue. Who's continuing with the next one? B paragraph. Anyone?
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Bittern has cryptic plumage and a shy nature, usually.
Okay. Yes. Meaning till here. Meaning till here, then
Uh,
move forward.
It's basically it define about the nature of the bittern.
Yes. So what kind of
So-
nature do they have?
It is shy and cryptic plumage. I don't know.
So
what
that
is-
it's okay. You don't know this meaning. Let's
Yeah.
leave it. So they have a shy nature. I'll tell
nature.
you the meaning after the passage. After we do this question, I'll tell the meaning. Okay. So they have a shy nature. Next.
Usually remaining hidden within the cover of the red bed vegetation.
So what do they normally do?
Hidden in the red bed vegetation.
So they remain hidden. And
Yeah.
reed bend will be a type of what?
Plant.
Yes. So they normally remain hidden in this plant. Good. Next.
Our first challenge was to develop external method to monitor their number.
Okay. So what's the
Uh,
first challenge for them?
Either develop the method for their for controlling their number or
That means, yes. Good. For measuring their number, not controlling
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
For calculating their number, probably. Okay.
the boom of the male bittern is most distinctive feature during the breeding season. Basically, it describes about the in the breeding season, the male bittern population has increased.
The boom is not increased here. Something else. Good evening. Good evening. So what's the meaning of boom here? Boom is what? Read the line. Boom is the
A group
Boom is
Group-
increase,
here.
especially increase in number.
No, here it's something else. Read, you'll understand.
Feature.
It's a feature. See, the boom of the male bittern is its most distinctive feature. It's a feature here.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what boom is, but it's saying it's a feature, so I don't care. But it's a feature. It's a feature of that animal. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. And
And
we, yes.
and we develop a method to count them using the sound pattern unique to each individual. So they develop a method that is used by you using the sound pattern which is unique for every beaten
They developed what method to do what?
sound methods
Using
to
sound,
do
but
the
to do what?
counting the beaten
Yes.
population.
Okay. So now do you understand boom is actually
Yeah.
like sound? How do I know boom is the sound? Can someone tell me? What do they say here? Boom is the most
Distinctive
Distinguish.
and sound patterns next word is unique.
Unique.
So
Unique.
basically they are saying boom is the sound. The sound of the bird is the boom, and they're counting the birds using the boom of the sound, like boom. They're hearing the boom because the boom of each bird is unique. So for example, if I am one bitten, so my sound will be different from the second bitten and the third bitten. So it's all unique. That's what they're saying. It's the most distinctive feature. And we counted the sound patterns unique to each individual. So these patterns are unique to individual. Are you clear what this paragraph is about? So
Yes.
the
Yes, sir.
paragraph is they want to
Yes.
research them, but the problem is, what's the problem? That these birds are very
Unique.
Unique.
Shy
shy.
and
Birds are very
and
shy
so,
and they remain what?
hidden
Hidden.
in the
So they
red
developed a
vegetation.
method to count them using?
Sound method,
Yes.
sound pattern.
Yeah, so they can't see them, right? You understand? They can't see the birds because they remain hidden. So they're using their sound to count the number of birds. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let's figure out the heading. Okay, research findings into habitats and decision mates. I think we didn't do any research into habitats yet.
Yeah.
Yes,
Next.
sir.
Fluctuation, we are done.
Fourth.
Take the young bitten.
Whatever
Can
you-
it be the answer?
No.
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 International cooperation.
No.
No.
No. Began
Yeah.
calculation of the number.
Yes.
It
Yes,
should be
sir.
Yes, calculation of the number is there. Let's check out the other ones also. Importance of food.
no.
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 Research has been successful.
No. No.
No.
Research into the reed bed.
No.
Reserve established holding bitten in winter.
No.
No. So the only one that makes sense is
Fifth.
it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Who's doing the next one? C paragraph. See, I'm there to help you out, but you have to try and build your confidence. Who's doing it? C paragraph. Okay. You can try anyone.
So I wanna try.
Okay, go ahead, Sandeep.
Our first direct understanding to the habitat needs of breeding bitterns came from comparison of redbed sites that had lost their booming birds with those that retained them.
Okay.
The research showed that
Wait. You are reading, you're not understanding. So let's slow it down. Okay, I would have stopped here first. So now their first understanding about what? What are they trying to understand?
Habitats.
the
Habitat.
habitats needs
What are
Sir,
what is the
needs
habitat?
of breeding.
breeding
Sir, whereas
Bitterns.
birds are living, that place is called habitat.
Yes, it's okay. So I'll let Sandeep do this one. You all come into the next one. Okay, so I'll give you all a chance, but let Sandeep do this because I want to build her confidence. Okay, Sandeep. So they're trying to understand the living place. Where do they live? So they're trying to understand that. And this understanding comes from what? Read this and tell me. They compared what?
Comparison of
Yes.
Different sites, sites that have
sites
lost
that
their
have
booming
lost
birds.
their booming birds with those that retain them.
Okay. So I again request, let Sandeep do this. You do the next one. Okay, Sandeep. So what's the comparison between?
Habitat sites that has lost their blooming birds.
With what?
With retained them.
With
Those
those
that
sites.
retained.
Yes. So they're comparing two types of sites. One site
Yes.
where the birds were,
Habitat sites
where the
that
birds
has
were,
lose their booming birds.
yeah, where the birds were lost, where the birds died. And the second site where the birds were
Retained them.
Staying
retained.
there.
Can you guess the meaning of retained now? Where the birds were?
Get
Yeah, not lost. So lost,
Yes, yes,
lost where the birds were not lost, where the birds were still there. Is it clear?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so they compared both the habitats, okay, both the reed bed sites. What did they find? Tell me.
The research shown that bitterns had been retained in the rebeds where the natural process of succession.
I
Sir,
don't know
वो,
the meaning. So which sites didn't lose them? They were telling bitterns had been retained in reed beds. Where?
yes,
Which web?
the
Which reed
natural
bed?
process
Yes. Which? Okay. Where the natural
succession
process? Yes.
or drying out had been slowed through management.
Yeah. So where what happened? Tell me. Which reed bed sites retained them?
Where the natural process of successing or they have been showed through management.
Succession ka ek aur meaning है drying out. So stop reading succession. Where the natural process of what?
Drying out.
Drying out. क्या हो गया था? What happened to the process of drying out?
Has been slowed.
Yes. So where?
धीरे हो गया था वो ना.
So you get the point. Drying out means what?
Yes,
Rivers
sir.
becoming dry. So there the rivers and everything didn't become dry. So the process
sir.
of drying out was slow. That's the sites where the birds lived. जहाँ पे सूखा पड़ गया था, जहाँ पे there was dryness, the birds died. Where there was dryness, the birds died. Where there was not dryness or the dry process was slowed down, drying out
Yes,
process
sir.
was slowed down, they didn't die. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's find out the correct heading. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it's tough, but that's why we are doing it. And it has been repeated quite a number of times in the actual exam. Okay, let's see. Can it be the first one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Destination.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, because findings and research both are there and habitats also.
Habitat
Yes,
also.
it's there. But the second part we
Decision.
haven't read. What's the second part?
Decision made.
Decision made.
Fluctuation.
Okay, so we'll read again. If they also tell what decisions they make based on this research, then we'll mark the answer as first. If they don't
First.
talk about the decisions, then we'll mark the answer, but then we can't mark this answer. Please check the other options too. Can you check the other options? Can it be third?
Protect. No.
No.
sir.
No.
Fourth? International
And ninth.
cooperation?
No, sir.
No. Began calculation of the number?
No.
No, sir.
Importance of food?
No.
No, sir.
Research has been successful?
No.
No.
No. Research into the reed bed?
Yes, sir. This
Yes,
could be.
yes, sir.
This could
Yeah.
be.
No.
Then this can be the answer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's
Yes,
the
yes,
difference
sir.
between first and eighth? Tell me.
The decision made इसमें है ऊपर में अगर हमें वो मिल जाता है तो वो वाला होगा अगर नहीं होता है तो
अगर only
red bed
research की
तो
बात
है
की
तो
है
I
तो-
think
Perfect. Perfect. Your explanation is perfect. If decisions have been made, we'll mark 1. If no decisions, they don't talk about decisions made, then we'll mark eight.
Eight.
it. So let's read further and see if decisions have been made or not. Okay,
think
Sandeep,
right.
continue reading.
Based on this work, broad recommendations on how to manage and rehabilitate reed beds for bitterns were made,
And
sir, and funding were provided through the EU Life Fund of manage 13 seats within the core breeding range.
so
So-
do you think this is a decision or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. It is
Yes, sir.
decision.
Yes, because they did what funding was?
Provided.
Was provided.
So money was
Providing
provided as a decision, right? They are providing
Yeah.
the money for protection. So that's it. I think the answer should be
One.
One.
First.
One.
1. Okay. Nancy, I'll give the at the end of the class. I've shared it. I'll share it in the group. I've already figured out the prediction. I'll share it. But again, it's a guesswork. Don't depend upon it. Okay. It's just a guesswork. Okay.
Sir,
Move-
sorry, sir, which group you will share this?
The whole group, the community. It'll be shared with everyone for academic reading for 7th of October.
Okay.
Okay. So ABC, the C1, we think it's first. Okay. D paragraph. So let's read D. I don't know who wants to do D. Zoom user. I don't know your name, but you do D. You were trying the last one, so I'll give you this you do it now. D paragraph. Go ahead. Okay. I don't know your name. Kritika, Kritika, do it. You want to do it? Go ahead. Anyone can do. Yeah, Kritika, go ahead. Let's do
To
deep.
refine these recommendations and provide fine scales, quantitative habitat, prescript on the better performing feeding habits,
Okay.
habitat
Meaning till here, then we'll move forward. Now they're trying to what? Do what?
providing fine lines recommendations
Yeah, to do what? To
Refine.
to
refine
refine
to refine these recommendations. Can someone tell me the meaning of this?
So define is something like filter.
Yeah.
filter
So
to
filter
better,
recommendations will mean what? Filter recommendations will mean what?
filter better recommendations. Maybe.
Yes, perfect. To make the recommendations better. When you refine something, you make it better. So that's what it means. To refine these recommendations means to make the recommendations better. Now what this all is clutter. You remove this, start here. What did they do? Tell me. Go ahead, Kritika.
we radio track mail by Bitners on the RSPBs. Mesmers, sir, ये क्या होता है?
Just a name. It's a name, right? It's that. You don't even need to pronounce it. This place and the second place. Aage.
Reverse this show clear performance for
Reserves.
feeding in
Okay, wait. Clear the meaning. Why are you in a hurry? So we'll stop here. So what did they do to make the recommendations better? What did they do?
radio track.
Radio track
track.
buttons. Do you understand the meaning of radio track buttons? They put radios on the birds. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now what did they find from this research? Tell me. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kritika. I'm just slowing you down. Go ahead.
This showed
Yes.
money for feeding the better respect margin.
Okay. Okay. So what did this research show? This showed that they tried where were they feeding in the
Better Redbug margins.
Better feedback margin.
Vetter is again not dried out, right? In the last paragraph also we found out research showed that they prefer places where drying out is slowed. Here also it's showing the same thing. They prefer feeding where it is wet. Wet means water. Is it clear? Okay. Continue.
Open pool.
Go ahead.
The average home range size of the male fighters we followed about 20 hectares, providing a good indicator of the area of redbugs needed with managing and creating habitats for this species.
So now they figured out another thing. So they figured out the average home range size. So now they are doing research. They're finding out many things. The first thing they found out was, I think they preferred what? Wet places, right? Large open pools. The second thing they found out was the size of the homes. They need how much vegetation. So they found out how much vegetation, about 20 hectares. Now, that's it. So it's okay. So they are doing research into the habitat and they're finding out things. First thing, second thing, maybe over the next thing. So let's go. Let's find out the correct option. Okay. Okay, Kritika, go. Tell me which one. First we have already done. Second we have done. Start with the third one. Is it
Protect
about
real
protection?
No.
No. Go ahead.
international no
No.
being calculated. Maybe this one.
We have done calculation of the number. We already done. Leave it. Next.
Important.
Sir, 8.
Food, did we do? Importance of food? No.
How the
No.
food.
No. Research has been successful. No.
Research into redbirds. Maybe this one.
Yes. This one makes sense. Yes.
Reverse establish holding.
Reserve.
No, not talking about the winters.
Yes. No. And it's reserve. Reserve is like a protection place, like a park which is protected. So no. So the answer that makes sense is 8. There's no other option. I'm doing the research into the reed bed. Okay. Good. Next. Who wants to do next now? E paragraph. I want one person. Okay, go ahead. Do E. Oh, E is already done. F paragraph.
Can I, sir?
Sure. Go ahead, Bhavesh. What is reed bed? Wait, hold on, Bhavesh. Reed bed margins is nothing but vegetation, the margin of the vegetation, like plants, the place next to the plants. Reed bed is a type of plant. So the place next to the plant is the margin, I think. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Bhavesh.
Yeah. The final phase of research involved understanding the diet. So over here, their main concern would be like diet, like what kind of food have been like eaten by them, no?
Yes, and it's a part of the
Their research.
yes. So now they're researching, they're figuring out the food. Okay.
Yes, sir. Survival and dispersal of pigeon chicks. So
Okay.
it will decide how many of will like survive or how many of them will be like went somewhere else or
Yes,
like
perfect.
misplaced.
Perfect. Dispersal is spread, and he said it perfectly. How many of will go to some other place or nothing? Good meaning. Let's go.
To do this, we fitted small radio tags to young pigeon chickens in the nest. So over here, they have tagged or labeled the small chicks in
With-
that area to determine their fat through to fledging and small radio tags. Okay.
Wait. You pronounced one word wrong, so that made the meaning wrong. What you missed this? So they didn't put tags. What did they put actually?
Radio tags, like a
Yes.
small kind of
Radios.
conductor type of things.
Yes, radios. And to determine their what?
Fate.
Fate means
It means their future.
perfect. Actual meaning of fate in Hindi, can someone tell? Hindi or Urdu?
Naseeb.
Naseeb. Perfect. Naseeb. Or the other, we call it Kismet. So
But-
fate means Naseeb or Kismet. Very good. Through fledging
So-
and good. Next.
Many chicks did not survive to fledging, and starvation was found to be the most likely reason for the demise.
Okay.
Okay, so most of the chicks do not survive because they cannot hold that thing, and starvation और वो भूख के कारण भी उसका उनकी जो है वो death हो जाती है.
Perfect. So Bhavesh, very good. So now let's see the options. Perfect option. Okay, go ahead. One by one. First and second we are done. So start with third.
Protection the young pigeon, not at all, sir.
Okay, next.
International corporation, no, they didn't talk about any organization over here.
Next.
Fifth have been done.
No.
So sixth would be
Yes.
important of food.
So 6 is answer.
Six
Yes,
is
sir.
right, Bhavesh?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me which words make it clear that it's sixth?
Sir, their diet
Starvation.
and starvation.
Diet and starvation.
Perfect.
Starvation.
Diet and also starvation. Perfect. Good. Both the answers. Very good. Next. Who wants to do next? So this would be,
May I, sir?
yes, you can. Just wait. What's the answer we marked? Sixth.
Sixth.
Okay, let's
So you are super duper.
yes, G paragraph. Okay. So let's go to G paragraph. Okay.
Once independent, radio-tagged young veterans were found to seek out new sites during their first winter.
Okay, meaning
Radio-tagged young veteran है वो
क्या ढूंढते हैं? What do they find?
New
places.
sites.
न्यू साइट्स न्यू जगह ढूंढ रहे हैं वो
हाँ.
साथियों में.
New.
Their
What does
first.
it mean? New here, different from their parents. So they try to go
Yeah.
somewhere else. They don't want to live with their parents. They go for new sites. Is it clear?
Sir, I think we have missed one specific word over here. Once independent, like when someone allowed them to go somewhere, like when they left their place, no?
Yes. Once they grow
Yeah,
older, in a
and-
sense.
and
Once
then,
they
yeah.
reach 18, in a sense. In human terms, once they reach 18 or in their whatever sense. Once they become mature, they go and find out new sites. Okay. Next.
A proportion of these would remain on new site to breed if the conditions were suitable.
Okay. And what does
If
this mean?
a proportion of these would remain
Proportion of these means what?
Some number of
the
these
percentage.
Percentage.
Yes. Let's do proportion when I'll remove this. Now you understand a portion. Portion means a share of them, not complete, not all of them,
Yeah.
but some of them. Some of them do what? They remain on the
न्यू साइड
if
वही
what
जगह पे रह के वो
कब रहते हैं
ब्रीड
कंडीशन भी है if the
अगर वो
Conditions
सूटेबल है
suitable.
जगह पे
if the suitable conditions are there. Okay, let's go next.
A second EU Life founded project aims to provide these suitable sites in new areas.
So now they've started a new project to provide these suitable sites in new areas. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's check the answer from these 3 lines. If it's too less, we'll read one more. That's only 1 line left, but let's try to find the meaning. Let's try to find the perfect one till now. Okay, first we have done, second we have done. Start with the third.
Protect the young bitten.
Can it be the answer?
Yes.
No, sir.
Why not?
No,
Because
because there
they
is
haven't
no
talked
any
about anything like protection.
Once
young
independent
bitten.
they is said.
Yes. So aren't they talking about young bittens, new bittens? Once independent radio tag,
young. Yeah.
and what are they trying to do? They're providing funding to do what? To provide suitable sites in new areas for which birds?
Yes,
For these young birds. So aren't they trying to protect them by providing suitable sites for them?
Yes.
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes, I think this can be an answer. That's what I thought. Let's check the other options as well. I may be wrong. Let's go next. Fourth,
International cooperation works. No, sir.
no, we did not talk about different countries together working. No. Fifth, we have already done. Sixth, we have done. Seventh is already done. Eighth, we have done. Ninth,
No.
So 9 would be the answer, no?
Yes,
how?
sir.
Reserve. Yes, sir.
Are they establishing a reserve for holding them in winter, or are there? So let's find out if they're holding up, they're making a reserve for holding them in winter, and in the summer they will let them go. So find out.
Winter is not given.
In the first line, it is mentioned. In the second line, winter.
Yes, it's written. But what are they the reserves are for holding them in winter or after winter. So they go to new sites during winter. And what's written in the next line?
Proportion of these
Complete
would
project.
Proportion of
Suitable
these
sites
would
are
remain
in the new areas.
condition were
if
suitable.
conditions were
If the
suitable.
condition
So they were stale there now. So not for holding them in winter permanently, for holding them, like not for holding them, for they're creating the whole new site. The passage is saying they're just creating the reserve for holding them in winter. They will release them in the summer. But that's not the point. Here the point is they're creating new sites. And it's not just one reserve. That's also a problem. Reserve established, holding bitten in winter. So it's not one reserve. They're providing funding to create many such suitable sites. So that's another problem for me. It is very close to the actual answer, but I would say third is a better answer still.
Okay, sir.
Do they talk about winter again? A network of 19 sites developed through this partnership project will secure a more sustainable UK-Britain population with successful breeding outside of the core area, less vulnerable of chance events and sea level rise. So they're trying to create many new sites by this, but it's not for holding them in winter. It's for forever, not for just for winter. So that's my main issue too. So 2 reasons why I don't think this is the right answer. First, it's not just one site, it's sites, it's plural. Second problem is it's not for winter. It's for after winter, for their whole life. They're creating new sites for their whole life, not for winter. So that's why I'll go with the third as a better answer. Okay, now let's do H. H doesn't have an answer here. There's no option which is good for H. So I want a heading from everyone. I'm going to ask you to suggest a heading. You're going to speak out the heading. So please read properly. When someone reads, you read it and make sense what's given here. And then I'll suggest a heading too. Let's see if my heading and your heading match. So we're reading H, you're going to suggest a heading. Okay, let's go.
Male butter in the UK.
All of you can do it on your own. Let's do it in our minds, this one. And then you suggest. Okay, tell me, what do you think is the answer? Heading for this paragraph. Suggest a good heading.
So as far as I concern, I think the entire paragraph is roaming around management.
Yes, management, good. Entire paragraph, okay, good. So what would your answer be?
Success
No,
and
no.
achievement of.
Yes, it's about success. It's right. The answer is not in the options. So stop looking at the options. How is it fourth? Where is it talking about international cooperation? Tell me. Is there anything about international cooperation? Anyone?
No.
No.
But they achieve some targets.
Collaborative
Yeah, they
approach.
achieved some targets, right? So what is
Yes.
it saying?
Collaborative approach.
Collaborative approach, yes. Collaboration, good. Okay, what does the first line say? What's the meaning of the first line? Can someone tell me the meaning? Methods, no. Pritiman, there are no methods here. Okay, what's the first line saying?
They like in the first line they are telling about the increasement, like their population has increased.
So the population increased, right? So they were trying to
Yeah.
protect the bittern and the bittern population increased. So their research has been successful. And where did the increase happen? They have also said with almost all the increase being on those sites, undertaking management based on the advice derived from our
Research.
Yes. So they are saying our research has been successful because the increase happened where our research was followed, where they took advice from our research. Is it clear? The first line. Okay. Now, can someone tell me the meaning of the second line?
Here is written by they achieve success only by their hard work, trust, and by management effort.
Okay,
honor,
you're
and
right. But before that, what's the meaning till here? Then we'll do that part.
It is
Also-
science based.
Science is at the center of the
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
story.
core of the
Bittern story.
bittern
So core
story.
is the center. So science is another word for here. Another word for
Research.
research. So the main part of the success is research, but there are also some other factors. Can you tell me the other factors? Success has only been achieved through
Trust is the
So
another
trust,
matter.
hard work, and
dedication.
deductions. Dedications of
all the managers, owners, and
owners, wardens of the
okay.
sites.
Now tell me what's the meaning? What's the good heading for this?
Management is necessary for the protection of this species.
Okay.
Coordination of other counterparts.
Success
Coordination.
achieved.
Success achieved by many counterparts.
Okay. success achieved by many counterparts. Why counterparts? Counter will be
So
opposite.
hard work and trust.
Hard work and trust. Okay. Okay. So my answer would have been the factors responsible for the success. So the first factor responsible for success has been research. But besides research, there has been other factors also, like trust, hard work, and dedication of managers, owners, and wardens. So it's not only research that is responsible for success, but also other factors. Is it clear? That would have been my heading. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this doesn't have a good heading here. The only heading that I would have written here is 7th, but 7th is already done for the E option. They've already done
Yes.
for the E option. So I can't mark 7th, but the only option I could have marked among these options would have been 7th. 4th makes no sense. That's given at the back. And I hope it's clear that fourth makes no sense. They're not talking about international cooperation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Should we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
sir.
Okay.
So
So let me just write the answers here. G, what did we mark for G? Protect the young Britain. 9th was pretty close, but 3rd is better. And then for H, not in the list. Okay. So let's go next. When did? Okay, it's a very easy question. What are they asking? When? When is what? What does when mean?
Year.
Year or any
Years,
time, right?
date, time.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes. So when did the bird of Britain? No. When did Britain? Okay. Okay. When did Britain reach its peak number?
2000.
Let's find out. I think they talked about numbers at the very beginning and they talked about peak or something else well in the first paragraph. So let's go to the first paragraph. Let's find out about peak. Tell me the answer.
So peak of about 70 bombing.
Yes, when? The answer is when?
1990s. 1990s.
1990s? Oh,
No. Male singing male.
1950s.
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 okay. Good. I'm going to mark an answer. Tell me if it's correct. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's not correct.
No, sir, it's not correct.
Sir,
That's-
one is, there is
Okay, there's no apostrophe there. That changes the meaning. So tell me what's the meaning of 1950s?
From
45 to 55.
From 1950 to 1955. 59.
1950s means between the any years of 90 to 1950s.
No, these years, 1950 to 1959. Is it clear?
Okay.
1950s, 50, 51, 52, 53, these are all 50s. Okay, so it should have been 1950s, no apostrophe, that changes the meaning. Okay, what does the author describe the Britain's character? So you have done this. What's their character?
Shy.
1959.
shy
Shy.
nature.
Remember, Britons have a cryptic plumage and a shy nature.
Nature.
Yes, so their nature character is how? Shy. So I would have written the answer
Right.
shy. Okay, so we'll do this word also now today. He said cryptic plumage. Does anyone know what's plumage? It's a word related to birds. I'll tell you that much.
Plumage may increase.
No, it's a
No,
word
not
related to
decrease.
birds. Birds.
So nature,
Nature. No.
birds.
Group.
What is there
Behavior.
in birds that's not there somewhere else?
Darpok.
Feathers. Feathers. I give you such a good hint. Okay. Plumage. I think that is the meaning. Let's find out. The feather covering a bird's body. Plumage. Plumage is that. So I don't know the meaning of cryptic. Cryptic means very their feathers are very their feathers are very cryptic. So they can't understand their feathers. You can count the number of birds with using their feathers also, but they have cryptic feathers, so you can't measure them using the plumage also. So that's the two reasons why you have to measure them using the sound. Because one, their feathers are not right, and secondly, they have a shy nature. So they
Nature.
don't come out. So you can't see them. So neither you can get hold of their feathers, nor you can see them. That's why they're measuring them using the sound. Is this paragraph more clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to the next one. And I gave you such a good hint. I said it's related to birds.
Can we write a shy nature?
Shy nature. It's not needed, but you can write. Character word is already given here, right? Bitten's character. So nature is not needed, but you can write also. It's okay. It's not a problem. Shy nature or shy. Okay. I would have written shy though. Okay. What is if the character word was not written here, then the answer would not be clear. Shy is perfect. Shy nature. How does it describe? What does the author describe the Bitten's character? Shy. I would say shy. Okay. What is the main cause of Chick Bitten's death? We have done this. Tell me the answer.
Starving.
Yes, sir.
Starving.
Radio labeled.
Starvation.
Starvation. You did it, Bhavesh. You told the answer. You read that paragraph.
Yes,
F
sir.
paragraph.
E paragraph. E paragraph. F paragraph.
F.
Okay. Starvation was found to be the most likely
Third
reason
line.
for death. So starvation is the answer. Good. What is the main food for the chick bitten? And now you're going to tell me which word told you it's the main food. Tell me.
Fish fry.
Fish
F
prey.
paragraph. Next line.
Yes. Okay.
Fish.
Only fish. Why prey? Training. Only fish. And what does it say? Where does it say it's the main food? Which word?
Dominant.
Dominant. Yes, perfect. Fatiha has a question. In the first question, if we don't write 1950, if we only write 1950, would it be wrong or right? Can someone answer this question?
Wrong.
It's wrong, sir.
Sir, it would be wrong because we don't know when in 1950s. In 1950, from 1950 to 1959, we don't know the specific year.
Yes, perfect answer. So it would be wrong because we don't know the exact year. What's the main food? Fish, not fish prey. Prey means shikar. Why are you going to say fish shikar? You're going to say fish. What's the main food? Fish. Okay. What system does secure the stability for the Bitten's population? So they have a system because of which there's stability of Bitten's population. So let's find out that system. We're going to look in G and H paragraph. G, H, and I. So let's first look at G. Stability in their population. What system?
Radio tag.
Radio tag? No. Another system. Stability is written where in that line? Radio tag? No, not written there.
G paragraph, sir.
P paragraph at the last. The more
Partnership project.
sustainable UK return
Okay,
population.
first tell me, I need a word for stability.
Secular or more
Sustainable.
Sustainable.
Sustainable. We did sustainable. Sustainable is something that continues for a long time. We did it right. Stable can be a synonym for sustainable. That remains stable. That doesn't go up and down. So, and what are they doing? What's the project name? A partnership project? Or a network of 19 sites? What would you mark your answer as?
partnership.
Partnership project or network of 19 sites? I think both should be correct. What's the answer at the back, Dipanshu?
Both are there, sir.
Both are there. Okay. Network of 19 sites and partnership project. Both will be clear. Because I don't know what's the system. System, you can say a partnership project, or you can call the system as network of 19 sites. How many words are these?
3 words. 3 words.
3 words and one?
One number.
And it's allowed or not? Check.
Allowed.
Allowed. No more than 3 words and or a number. So you can use 3 words and a number. So it's okay. Yes. Do you have a doubt? Okay. If you don't, I'm going to the next one. So the answer would be partnership project or a network of 19 sites. Besides bittern and rare vegetation, which mammals does the plan benefit? I need the meaning of besides from all of you.
In addition,
In addition, very good. And in Hindi, someone else in Hindi, besides?
के साथ साथ
इसके अलावा
इसके अलावा
ठीक है, perfect. इसके अलावा, good.
As well
As well as also right, yes. इसके अलावा, in addition, all of you. So, in addition to bittern and rare vegetation, which mammals does the plant benefit? So, here we have to write which mammals. So, first of all, they should be plural. They should not be singular because the question is also asking which mammals. So, maybe there will be two animals, two mammals, and they're asking which mammals. So, maybe the type of mammal they're asking. Let's figure out. Besides bittern and rare vegetation. Okay. We were here. H paragraph. H and I paragraph should have the answer. What's your keyword?
mammals or
And
plants.
rare vegetation and besides.
yes, rare vegetation. Good.
I paragraph, third line.
I paragraph, third line. Where? What did you find?
Grasshopper, warblers,
Grasshopper is an animal, right? Not a vegetation. It's a mammal. No, it's an insect, I think. What are mammals? Whose science is good?
So
mammals are a group
are-
of animals that they actually feed their
which
child with their
It's a word for breed.
Which gives birth to young ones.
Yes, which give birth to young ones and not lay eggs. They don't lay eggs, they give birth to young ones. So that's
Sir, word foil breed.
what for
In the-
breed. Okay.
Yes, sir. In a range of wild fowl breed. Third line.
Third line. Where does it call it to be a rare vegetation? It doesn't. So I don't know. Find me rare vegetation first. Be slow, you'll find it. It'll not be that tough. You don't have to imagine that this is an animal or a plant. It'll be given.
Sir, I think in the last one, utter and brown hair occurs on the side. Does the rare plant?
As in the
forward.
rare plant. Rare plant will be the rare vegetation. Good. And which mammals are they benefiting?
Brown hair.
Brown hair.
Otter and brown hair.
Yes. So remember, I told you there will be two answers. Minimum two answers because it's saying mammals, not mammal. Okay.
But still the question is wrong, sir.
Why?
It has does. The question is which mammal does? Mammals does.
Do the
Which
plant.
mammals?
Yes, grammatically it's wrong. Which mammals do the plant benefit? Which mammals does the plant benefit? It's sounding right. I don't know. Okay. Wait here. We'll do this later. We'll do this part. Last question. What is the main purpose of this passage? Now you have done all the passage with me. So let's read each option. We are not going to look at any paragraph, nothing. We are going to tell the best option. Main characteristic of a bird call. Let's do one by one. Main characteristic of a bird called bittern. Can it be the answer or no?
No.
No. Was the main characteristic mentioned? Yes. What was the
Yes.
main characteristic?
Booming.
Booming, but it was mentioned only in?
First paragraph.
Yeah,
The
only in
second.
one paragraph, not in all the
Yeah.
paragraphs. So this cannot be the answer. Cooperation can protect an endangered species.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Yes, that can come. I agree. Cooperation, they talked about cooperating. Okay, maybe. The difficulty of access information of bitterns' habitat and diet. They did
Yes.
tell it was difficult, but again, this was mentioned in only in one
Paragraph.
paragraph. Then they stopped it. Okay. To save wetland and reed bed in bittern. Are they trying to save wetland and reed bed or are they trying to save the bird?
Save the
Birds.
bird.
Birds.
So this cannot be the right option because they're trying to save the bird. I think the B option makes sense. If here it said to save bittern, I would have marked which option? D for
D.
Delhi. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you're which mammal? Okay. Is this clear? This part? This answer? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Which mammals does the plan do the plan? This does is not for mammals, Nafisa. This does is for the plan. Which mammals does the plan benefit? So it's right grammatically. This does is for the plan. The plan benefits which mammals? Is it clear?
Besides bittern and rare vegetation.
Which
So-
mammals? Yes. Does the plan benefit? This does is for the plan. So it makes sense for me. Grammatically, it should be correct, in my opinion. This does is not for mammals. This does is for the plan.
Sir, if it's even for plan is all
Singular.
written with bittern, yeah, right?
Plan is
Rare
singular, right?
vegetation. Oh,
It's a
you're talking about plan. Okay, I thought it was saying plant.
plan. It's not plan.
Okay, so does the plan benefit? So what does it mean by this question, sir? Means like which mammals does the plan benefit means?
Which mammals the plan they have started a plan, right, to protect the bittern. So besides bittern and plants, which other mammals is the plan benefiting? The plan is benefiting which other animals? It's not only benefiting bitterns, it's also benefiting some other mammals. So it's the name.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, correct. It's correct. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Just yes.
Sir, writing class कब लो रहे हो आप?
My writing class?
Yes.
Ma'ams अभी लगने लगा है. 5 minutes.
Okay. जो सर आपने लिया तो वीडियो अपलोड किया हुआ है आपने?
Yes, my videos are already uploaded.
Okay, sir.
I don't have a writing class this week. It's ma'am's today's and tomorrow. And in 5 minutes, she's starting. Okay. So Jasleen has a question. Let me answer that. So for which paragraph contains following information? We should first look at the statements and then find the passage. Please answer. For which paragraph contains the following information? I look at the questions first and then find in the passage. Yes. Jasleen, you're right. But I do these questions at the end because it takes a lot of time. And I would tell you to do them at the very end